facing a 3v2 on site, essentially, because there's no real direct route for Creeds to get back here. They're sort of aware that he's around Piano Expo. They're going to try and hold him in that position, so there could be an opportunity for SSG to just play a little bit of aggression in towards site here and start taking some ground.
Yeah, I think this is big danger zones because they've obviously called it Vigilus below, so I don't see how ITB can claw this one back, to be honest.
Well, never say never. We've seen some madness on the last map, and it may well proceed here as well. And Creed's working his way up towards Spiral here. No doubt SSG going to have a bit of a read on this. At this point, Oscar's found one. Forest falls down. Knows that one's coming in for the plant. Has smoke on side as well. Out it comes. Iconic, I don't think eating any of this. In fact, that's a lie. He didn't start to. Creeds for a second. Thought he was going to miss the lot. But with the plant going down, Ashen's the only player left standing up here on 2 feet with the gunner put ready. Right sort of idea. He's got to go, and he's got to go now. But turns a little bit on the dime.
Taking the steps. They're still doing their job and looking forward for kills. Kendrew knows there's going to be a couple pushing him from bottom of yellow. He's going to try and hold on to this power position at pillar, and he could be in a real spot to try and help here, but the Capitão Fire is going to do the job. Iconic dealing with Kendrew. That allows Forest in. The cover is great from SSG. The smoke is in place. They've got everything they need, but they never dealt with Azza on the flank. He picks up one, but that's all he's going to get before that diffuser goes down. 40 seconds left to go. Creeds and Azza with a huge task ahead of them.
And they had a good spot there to get that flank from above, but just nothing being given away by SSG. Maybe one kill could have gone their way, but everything is in their control. They've got the breach, a nice shot from Creeds. However, he also hits the deck. As with it all to do, has found one for himself, but again, the trade play is there. Just like we saw from our last game, Tim, BDS Fury, these beautiful 2 or 3 man bits of team play. He scalps already again back into that same position as before, 4v3, becomes a 4v2, down to a 3v2. It's a lot of work for the boys of ITB to get done here. It's not looking good, Doki.
No, I mean, like you said, Ashen doing nothing is his best factor right here because this happens. If the guy that was playing top yellow, I think it was the Warden, he's so scared the whole round. Is Amaru going to push? Is he going to push? Is he not going to push? Like, this plays a complete mental game. So the fact that he played that really safe and he only backstabbed when he needed to, he was able to pick up that kill on the guy and meeting and ultimately completely won on the round.
Trying to get into a spot to get rid of Forest here as well, but he's so tucked in and also protected as well that it can't be ignored. He's tried what he can do, but it's going to get completed, Tim. 3v1.
Yeah, a lot of work here to do. One versus 3 doesn't even make it through the door as Ashen's there. Another great round from Ashen. We've seen it a couple of times now. He had the triple kill in the first round. He can come away with that first kill and just put SSG on the back foot a little bit, give them something to think about. So far, it's really felt like this has been all SSG's game. It's been down to SSG when to push, where to push, how to push. And ITB, they need to start playing their game rather than SSG's.
I think it's very much that. They've realised that almost playing the roaming game also hasn't worked out too well for them. What if we dig in a bit deeper, as Loki said, and slow things down against a team trying to go fast? And fast they are trying to go. A couple of kills. Creeds is out there. Finally gets traded out, but it did take 3 players to bring him down in isolation. Oscar also hitting the deck as Forest is also picked up. A first time go here, I think, for ITB, where they're finally looking in control, Tim.
Azza's got one inside of the little cubby there. He knows that the push is going to come. Turns his back maybe at the wrong time, but it doesn't matter because Kendrew and Noah are both there backing him up and just hitting that turtle defense. Exactly what ITB needed to get that done. Great adaptation.
Well, you know what? Let's fall back exactly like they did. Or if the roam doesn't go well, the players who are still alive, they don't need to sacrifice themselves so much and then come back. So it's a lot better thought out for the whole round and multiple different attacks that SSG could bring.
I think that's really smart play from Fultz there. I'm guessing that Nitro has been put on the diffuser because they'll have it on the cam. Fultz kind of took a breath towards it and then thinks, you know what, I'm having no part of that. I'm just going to go for the kills. I think that's, you know, Fultz's experience really kicking in there, saying, I know exactly what they're going to have done here. I don't have time to try and find the vault cam. I'm just going to have to go into site and see what I can find. 1v4, it's not going to be easy. Manages to pick up the first with a beauty onto Kendrew, to be fair, right across the length of the site. He's going to find a second in the same spot if he keeps looking, but no, he knows that there's going to be somebody. Pillar tries to swing, but Creeds is there to find that final kill, and it looks like ITB, with a couple of rounds under their belt now, are really starting to warm into this.
Well, no, you sucked, and that's my whole point. You sabotaged the competition. So me and Tim are now at the top. We didn't pick any G2 players.
You're welcome, I guess.
Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. Doing the Lord's work.
Iconic's going to be getting the diffuser down. They've managed to create a little bit of space inside a site here, and the verticals aren't working for them. Kenny with the Nitro down the hole, though, finds his man. Creed's onto J90, and ITB have just shown the importance of that verticality. 10 seconds left to go. Forrest, he's going for it again, but he's going to be successful this time. However, the verticality comes in on top. Creed's down the hatch to find the kills, and ITB all the time in the world to disable that diffuser.
So Leslie just like, drop a C4.
Oh my, that was a very, very close C4. The bomb was almost planted.
There was a fraction of a second remaining.
We'll see it on the replay, I'm sure.
I don't know,
We'll see how
maybe
close
they
it
didn't
came.
realise it was going down or where, I don't know, but no, just to at least keep that man count even, 4 versus 4, but time is going to start becoming a factor for ITB here, because it just doesn't feel like they've got enough control yet.
Planting smoke.
I don't know how Oscar's been able to go on top floor.
I mean, he's got away with it, and they've also got the cover coming through as well. Another one falls down, and sure enough, this one gets stuck. You're like, Kenny just walking in, dropping a smoke in the middle of the room and going, yeah, this one's mine. Nothing to be done on the vertical. It's enough distraction upstairs that J90 can do nothing about it, and now there's a very precarious situation for SSG to win back. They need this top floor, but even with it, Tim, they can't do enough.
No, it's going to be very difficult for them from here, because you've got now that 20 seconds for ITB to set up the post plant as well. They're not just having to fight reactively, they've got themselves into positions that they want to be in. Oscar manages to pick up one, Kendrew onto the second, and these kills speak to what I was saying. They were there, they were ready, they pick them up. Azza with the final, and that's great from ITB. They've just seen an opportunity there, Dorky.
Not sure they really want to see a push, and they're making it happen. However, a couple of kills come back the other way, despite Creed finding the one for himself, consistently finding himself, traded out here. So yes, Creed is finding the openings, but SSG and making sure he can't roll that into 2, 3, 4 kills very quickly.
It's going to be tough for ITB to get anything going realistically now. You're 2 versus 4, and Clash is one of those operators that the more attackers lose, the more powerful Clash becomes, because you know, there's no need now for Iconic to ever switch away from that shield. Doesn't need to take a fight. There's fair players to do that for them.
Who did we see doing this? In fact, no, there was. In fact, it was when Fabian and Fresh and that having that fun scrim against Talon, but playing behind the shield, leaking out from the side of it, just taking some little pot shots. That's exactly what they've gone for.
There's a lot of damage. He will then be downed as Iconic pushes through, recognising that he needed to make a move, but Noah is there for the trade. 4 versus 3. ITB have used this aggression well. They've gone into side. It's not quite gone to plan. They've not got the diffuser down. It is now down inside a side.
Oh,
but
Noah.
they're finding the kills on the back of it. Noah, he's like a hot knife through butter at the minute.
Still 2 on side, mind you. I say that, and Forrest is deleted as well. J90 at least got a backstab, and he's got the vertical here. But the thing is, there's enough obstructions downstairs that ITB can play around this. As long as they don't give themselves too much away, they know where he is. They know they haven't got control, and Azza finds the closing kill. ITB back in front once again at 5 and 4.
I don't know if you noticed, but Noah's got the entry kill there onto the Azami, which is typically the pillar player. And the time that ITB took from getting that entry kill to instantly execute was so fast. And that was so good by them.
Players outside, so not trying to give to him. I was going to say Kenny really was on the way to make something special happen there, but unfortunately can't get away with it. Forrest hitting the deck here. Oscar should be able to find the finish. In fact, no, quite hit me the right way at the right time. They'll keep himself going, and Creed has got a great read. Another player coming on here. Nate coming out, maybe not quite the most effective tool there, but it does give him a little bit of space. And 2 more kills come through. How have SSG let this one crumble, Tim? They were at 5v3.
They're becoming one of these teams that don't know when they're beaten. It's like you can find yourself in a 3v5. Yeah, we've lost the blitz, we've lost the ram, we've lost all the things that we were probably shaping up to use to soften up sight and create space. But you know what? We'll create space by finding 3 kills. It's no problem. We're going to go in and just start taking them down one after another. Great stuff. J90, he's going to have to drop the hatch back towards sight, and he's going to have to make a move. He manages to find one, but not the second, as Oscar's there for the trade, and ITB take themselves another round closer.
Oh dear.
Take this back into the game, mate.
Yeah. You see, like, this is the Clash what I'm talking about. They have below control. Clash can't really do this. You're going to get shot from below. But ITB have made a decision to leave. Oh,
okay.
I don't know how that's happened.
Okay.
But, okay.
And shot from below at the same time.
Yeah, and shot from below. So, guess who was right, Des?
All right, mate. Let's see if it wins the round first. God, get this one on one cast.
The only hope in grace is you have Asher on the smoke, but he has none left, so they could just plant here.
They got him from below, though. Yep. That's all they need is those 2 kills to come on through. Forrest has got it all to do, and based on how today has gone, it's going to be a hard job to shut these boys down. Tries to get in close, air jabbed away. Diffuser is stuck. This one looks like a closeout for the EU side of dominant 7-4 victory over SSG.
That was great. That was really great. I thought every attack there from ITB was just methodical, played out.